Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. I do hope that you are all doing okay. Today's the 15th of March of 2023, and we are going to be looking into a twin flame soulmate reading, love reading, as we usually do on a Wednesday. So get yourselves comfortable, get yourselves a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. This is like spending a bit of time with me, as this video will be premiering, and I announced a couple of days ago that yes, you can comment beneath the video, not in the comments, not in the chat section, but in the comments section. Yes please. That tells me that you are wanting to receive a handwritten personal love message, which is this deck of cards that we do. It's for fun, okay? It's for fun. It's some of you may feel that it's not fun, as the messages may not resonate with you. Remember that an exchange of energies, so connecting with me through liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting does help the energies, so that it's like unlocking, the energies and tuning in with this reading. Okay, remember we are reading for many people here, and do consider joining us on Patreon as well, my dear friends, as we've got a family there, a family of so many patrons that support and follow Divine Debut 11. Very much appreciated. I'm about to do the giveaway that we do every single month, where we give 3 free readings away. So consider joining us. Check it out. You may not want to stay on, just check it out and give it a try. Try it for a month. We do a lot of astrology, mythology, and we also upload there the extended readings for the month for the 12 signs. So let's see, dear Spirit, and thank you all for being here. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is. Remember that a twin flame soulmate reading could be a relationship from the past. This could even be a karmic situation that you're going through. For others of you, this could be someone that is on your path in the future. And you may, through meeting them, think or know that you've known this person. They're part of your tribe, and that you've known them from a past lifetime. Could possibly also be someone from your childhood. Okay, the situation will be different for each person. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is, dear Spirit. What is the Karma Dharma? 15th of March. We're just before the astrological new year. We're wrapping up the Pisces season. Happy birthday if you're celebrating today to my beautiful Piscean friends. What is the Karma Dharma in relation to this important relationship that maybe you haven't been in communication? Maybe you've lost them for years. Some of you haven't closed the door. Your door is still open. You've left the situation play out and hoping that someone may return. So remember, this will be different for everyone. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter and Sagittarian energy. The Wheel of Fate turns. There is something that is completing and a possible new beginning. Some of you may be dealing with a foreigner, someone who comes from different beliefs, a different area of the world, someone who is very free-spirited. Remember that Sagittarius is all about freedom. Sagittarian people do not settle down easily. They need freedom within a relationship too. So I'm going to be using today the Lenormand, and I'm going to do a Celtic spread. I am also preparing with this deck here. I'm preparing to do a big opening, a big spread. I'm thinking to do that on Patreon, right? Because it'll be a specific spread where I'll be using reversals. I have used this deck before. Many of you have seen it. I do use it for your personal readings as well. So I'm thinking to do it on Patreon, because on YouTube a lot of people will be wondering what kind of a, what kind of a deck is this? So I'm thinking to introduce it to you, and I've got a lot of people that are very loyal and here all the time and not on Patreon. So you may want to just check it out on Patreon. I will have it for free, but you will have to get the link through Patreon. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking of doing. Check out the give me a day or so and check out the links beneath the video. I will probably add them there, okay, so that I can give you the link to this free reading. It will be through Patreon. So what's going on? What's going on in love, in this important connection, this twin flame soulmate, possibly karmic for some of you. Some of you could be ending a relationship with a karmic and dealing with two people where a twin flame is there, but you're needing to end, as I said, the astrology is all about ending a major cycle, especially with Saturn having ingressed into Pisces. For some of you, this can take 2-3 years still. Okay, what's going on, dear Spirit? Archangel Michael, Archangel Lophiel, my archangels. What's going on? Where is this relationship heading? What is potentially happening around now towards mid-March or whenever you get to view this? So it's the Pisces season. You could be watching this next year in Pisces season, and this reading will be relevant for you. So let's see what's going on. Thank you. Thank you, dear Spirit, for your guidance. Let's lay out the cards. I love this little Lenormand deck. It's one of my favorite decks. We've got the Tower here, which can speak to blockages, solitude, traditions, the red tape, some sort of a contract, business, right? It is the Lenormand, it's not the Tarot, so it obviously is a little bit different to what the Tarot speaks to. Right, the Tower does speak to delays. It is very Saturnian, and it's all about karma or timing. Okay, this can also speak to someone having a very big ego, being very arrogant, someone who sits in a position of leadership, right? Many times it does come along with a position of authority. The ego can be a little bit strong. I do get Capricorn, sometimes Aquarius as well with this card. What is the challenge? Yes, we do have someone who is very powerful, maybe feeling a little bit weak at this time because it is in the challenge position, right? This is the bear. The bear could be a parent, could be very, very similar to the Emperor energies. Many times it can speak to a mother, someone who's very protective of their children. Work and position, societal position could also be a challenge where love is concerned. Right, the bear speaks to someone that needs to have the courage. We see that there isn't courage here, or there are other things, possibly business or responsibilities. So someone's put love on the back burner because of responsibilities, possibly here. Now it is a 15, which 15 is, it's today, the 15th of March, but 15 can also bring up the devil energies. So responsibilities, timing, that this person is not ready because they've got other things they're dealing with, or obviously there's a sense of weakness here. A weakness because someone could be following traditions. This could be also mother figure, a third party for some of you. That is the challenge where your person's love life or happiness is concerned. And of course, this could also be your energy that I'm catching on. Let's see where it's coming from. So there is love. The seed here is the heart. There is a heart connection here. Or this could also say that someone is they desire very much to succeed, to be very powerful, or this is a facade. This could be a facade where someone's got a position of power, they've made a name for themselves, but where love is concerned, they're very lonely. They haven't succeeded in that area of life. But this could also be a love connection from the deep past, recent past. We've got the home, which speaks to stability, family. This could also speak to someone that's in another marriage, right? They've built a family for themselves, but there's loneliness here. Or again, someone is following traditions, what they learned, their beliefs growing up was more so to be stable, to be secure, to have the finances, right? And the house can also speak to establishments, right? Or following customs, or just someone that's very private where their personal life is concerned. Someone that needs financial stability and safety. This is Moon in Cancer, which speaks to someone not being very open pertaining to their emotional happiness, or that someone needs to feel secure, so therefore follows traditions. Very similar to the family card, the Ten of Pentacles. What is crowning here? We've got the Fox. Wow, okay. Pluto and Scorpio, someone that's very secretive, someone that could be going through a possible some sort of karmic purge, or getting uncomfortable. The Fox can speak to trickery, possible third parties as well. It does speak to suspicion as well, but also someone being very careful with their heart, or with, keeping at bay those, because I get here that someone is protecting their reputation, so therefore in their private life, they're very secretive. Now, obviously, the Fox can speak to, many times, as I said, third parties, so a secretive love affair, a secret life. What does the near future hold? We've got the dog. The dog speaks to loyalty, friendship, admiration, devotion and support in the near future, and it is a card of long lasting, so someone being very loyal to what they've built, their reputation. Possibly you could, I don't know if there's, if you're at the, if this is someone that you've known forever, it began as love, but it's grown into more of a devotion, more of a friendship, or they've friend zoned you, something like this. Or maybe one person out of the two is more sneaky and the other is more loyal, more friendly, more open. Let's look at the position of this relationship. We've got the anchor, so it could be a very sobering, very grounding, very sort of heavy energy with the anchor. But and what I get with the anchor, it's like, this is where I found my happiness. I don't think anyone can take this position in my life. Let's say this could be you, this could be the person that you're dealing with, and of course the anchor speaks to someone being in a marriage, someone having dropped anchor already, but also business playing a big role, where someone's happiness, business and finances, stability, security, all these things playing a big role where matters of heart are concerned. Let's see what is in your environment. We've got the clover, so there will be a window of opportunity here and luck, but this does not last. So this could be pertaining to your person because it's in your environment. I don't know, because, the fox can also, usually this is the crowning energy, right? So this could speak to what's on your person's mind, let's say. If they've been in an unhealthy, because I'm not reading reversals here, if they've been in a situation where they're going through a lot of loneliness, maybe they were just following traditions, did it because it was done before. I feel that your person, if they're sort of trying to find a way, because this is like the Seven of Swords, if there's been some sort of an ending that you've gone through, right? You haven't been communicating. Someone could be checking, well, you could both be checking each other out on the internet with the fox here. It's the Seven of Swords. Trying to figure out, trying to sort of break the code where what's going on with them and in their life. They may be checking you out, you may be checking them out. But I get there's also, because it's like the Seven of Swords, if they've been caught out doing something which brought a break, a fall, in your relationship, they could be trying to find a way to come back in, possibly concerned about, or they're putting a friend of theirs to reach out to find out what's going on with you and your relationship. Let's take more cards. What are the hopes and fears? We've got the clouds, and the clouds speak to nebulous energy, confusion. So, the clouds are very much about deception many times. Misunderstandings. Maybe you're hoping to, if there has been a misunderstanding, or things have just been up in the air, there's been no clarity at all, and this could also speak to someone being very insecure pertaining to this relationship, so doubting their ability to either come back, or there's a lack of trust here as well. So there's a lot of unknown things going on, but we've got Neptune and Jupiter here, which Jupiter does bring clarity, but there will be a window of opportunity to clarify, to clear the air, because Jupiter does speak to truth. Right? Someone is fearing that, they've been deceived, or, what the communication between you and the other person, whether they've been truthful or not. Right? Someone's trying and hoping to clear the air to know what's going on moving forward. What is the possible outcome? We've got the flowers, and the flowers speaks to positivity, happiness, and an offer comes through. This is like, let's date, let's catch up again. This is a Jupiterian card, and it speaks to spring, blooming, coming back together again. Lots of opportunities here. Remember, the flowers speak to pleasantness, right? So possible reconciliation, starting over again. What's at the bottom here? And we've got the child, which the child speaks to a new cycle, happiness. This could be a literal child as well, or this is a possible new beginning, let's say, after a death and metamorphosis. We've got a 13. Remember, it's Scorpio. That's where the south node of the lunar nodes is. So Scorpio is all about death, rebirth. There is another Jupiterian card. We've got the ship, and the ship speaks to transitioning, movement towards a new possible beginning, a happy new beginning. The ship obviously can speak to physical distance. Someone is needing to take a journey, or it's been a long journey, let's say, waiting on this new beginning. May have been a long time for some of you. Right? The ship speaks to a new adventure opening up, or possibility for a visit, travel, or possible saying goodbye to another relationship. to another long-standing commitment or relationship. What is that? There it is. There's the path. And the path is all about hesitation, about making a decision on whether to move towards this new beginning. Is there any potential to do that here? And there will be an opportunity where someone needs to make a choice. There's a dilemma here, right? In 6 to 7 weeks, logically, someone is going to make a choice, and there will be an opportunity for travel. For some people, it will be separation from a past unhealthy connection. And there will be a very important decision that you or the other person, or both of you, will be called to make. There is the moon. And the moon obviously speaks to fears, subconscious fears moving forward. The moon, remember, speaks to the home, being very secretive about what's going on in one's personal life here. The moon does speak to our emotions, the motherhood. And there's the whip, which says there's been conflict here. There's been a lot of conflict, a very stressful, emotional time in the past, or that is ahead of us, right? Someone could possibly be going through separation and divorce. This may also be a difficult discussion of the past, things coming out, coming to light, or this could also speak to internal conflict about sharing someone's emotional life or what's going on in their home, right? In their personal life, they're sort of holding on to that. But you know, Jupiter does speak to being more truthful. Let's take a Mirror's Love Oracle and see what is going on and what's going to show up here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. If you write yes, please, beneath this video, my dear friends, I will get back to you with a personal handwritten message. Now remember these cards, these two deck of cards that I use, I could be picking up on your energy, and I'm not reading reversals in those cards. And also, they do speak to thoughts, words spoken or unspoken. And I'm wondering if they many times we can also catch on to the energy of the person. If you're dealing with someone that's with another person, another commitment, and they could be going through some sort of difficulties and possible endings, because there's been deception here, right, with a fox. Then we could be sort of picking up on their thoughts pertaining to words spoken with their person, because you could be the third party here. Let's see, the third party and possible twin flame. What's going on in this love connection? Thank you, Spirit. We've got work, so you could be connected to this person through work, or it just feels as though it's been a lot of heaviness and hard work and an uphill battle. We've got the mature woman, which mature woman, she could be a dark woman. We do see light-colored eyes, not necessarily. She's someone who's very creative, could be a business owner herself, someone that's very hardworking. This mature woman may have put a lot of effort into this relationship. We've got fun times, very Aquarian with the stars, or possible wish fulfillment where, if you're a divine feminine, this could be your energy. She's got dark hair, doesn't have to be, right? Because she may have dyed her hair, let's say, or you could be blonde and you're naturally a brunette. Nevertheless, I do get air here as well, but also earth. But she's worked really hard She's gone maybe through a cycle where she's needed to be humbled. She's gotten humbled. She's had to concentrate only on work, or she's trying to build something for herself. Ahead of her are fun times or a possible wish fulfillment. This could also be like a wish fulfillment coming through at possible nighttime, or I'm going to say also, if you're out gazing at the stars and you see a falling star, make a wish. There could be a wish fulfillment happening when possibly she's at a concert, when she's going out with friends, connecting with friends, something like that. We've got a blonde female here. Could be red, red-haired or fair. As I said, I do see here that there could be two feminine figures here, because the blonde female, which of course could be any age, but she seems more laid back. We do see a change of hair color, so there's a possible choice here. Unless some of you are going through, because she seems to be more laid back, unless you're going through some sort of metamorphosis here, or a physical appearance, changing your physical appearance here. I just want to get a little bit of information on what the differences are, because I may be missing something here. Now, the mature woman obviously is older. She's very much like the Queen of Wands. She's sensual, charismatic, she's very strong, very independent, quite knowledgeable, and very much about the arts. Here with the blonde female, unless she's someone that's also successful within her career, someone that's well known out in the community, and obviously she's older than the blonde female, I would say. Let's see what the blonde female says. She can be of any age, but she looks more laid back. It says that this woman is very significant in this reading, or that this is you. So she looks more earthy, more grounded. Not to say that the mature woman wouldn't be either, but she's more about someone who would show off, be up on stage, more of the Leo energy, I would say. Let's take a couple more and see what's going on here. We've got money, and money could also bring up family or anything to do with stability. The money card comes through as the Ten of Pentacles for me, very much so. This does speak to possible abundance or financial success and blessings, possibly also money concerns and worries. Or, you know, a boost in your finances, or, and I'm going to say also anything to do with marriage and stability, a long-term relationship. So, what I'm getting here, because we've got the work card on the mature woman here, it's like I don't know why I get like following in the footsteps of an ancestor here, a mother, or because I see that the mature woman, she's gone through her hardships already. Now it's more about being laid back. She's done the work. Now it's more about, it's like cycles. The cycle for her now is like more fun times. So I'm wondering if that's possible singlehood as well with the fun times. And that the concerns of the blonde female is more about stability and something long-term, a long-term relationship, possible commitment as well. Wow, okay. Way too many cards. What else do we have here, dear Spirit? Unless this is you and this is their mother, which is sort of the third party here. And there's like a sense of, you know, I want to detach, I want to have fun. I'm overworking, I'm over being under the thumb of, let's say, an elder or someone that's above, because the bear, which does speak to the mother many times, yes, it can speak to someone who sits in a position of power, they're top dog where business is concerned, or they've got a lot of responsibilities, right? This is like solitude because of responsibility or a mother figure. It's like needing to follow traditions, and that this person is very loyal, but they're looking for a way out of this, out of obligations, out of being grounded. It's like your person wants now, they want to flirt, they want to have fun, they want to date, they want to change. They want a change of life. Let's take one more card. And what is the last card here, dear Spirit? We've got a dark male. So someone maybe that's a little bit darker for their race. Could be any age, again. Unless this is someone that this blonde female is in a marriage with. What's at the bottom here? And we've got new love. Oh, okay, that is interesting. New love. I do want to take two more cards on this dark male. We've got long distance. And we've got short term. We will look at those cards. We've got new love here, and we've got twin flame. Oh my God, everyone. Oh my goodness. And there's another young female here, very strong attitude. It could be the attitude or the energies of Aries, which is around the corner. That's how I see her. Unless she was born, she was in her 20s, in the 60s. So, you know, flower power, hippie time. Who's matured now, I'm wondering if that is the case. Or this is because she's dressed like she's come out of the 70s. So, you know, 60s, 70s, the style of dress here. So I get desire, I get, you know, passion and possible new cycle with a twin flame. Okay, before that we've got open relationship. So more of a relationship pertaining to desire and not so much heart, right? Because we see a lot of fire here, a lot of red with a young female. Now possibly, yes, this young female could also be the blonde female here. That she was in another relationship, possibly with a dark male, but it was an open or unhappy relationship. Why? Because of a twin flame. The opportunities are for new love here. I wanna look here because this could be a love connection that was only short term, maybe possibly because of long distance. The long distance, okay, we understand that this could speak to physical distance or someone that comes from a different area of the world, possibly something happening with someone on a trip, meeting someone on a trip, or having connected with someone whilst on a trip. What is the short term here? Relationship that has a brief time frame, not a lasting love, a brief encounter, a destined meeting to know what you want or don't want in your love life. A lesson learned through brief encounter. The timing is not right with this love connection to be long-term, fleeting love affair or crush. So it does speak to heartbreak here. Possible third parties. We do have 3 people in the reading here. Let's take more cards and see what's going on. I want to remember that Jupiter, which is the Karma Dharma, the Wheel of Fortune, speaks to an ending of a cycle, right? Possible separation, long distance relationship, 2 people that come from different beliefs. There have been injustices, untruths. Let's take the fortune-telling kipper. I want to read the dark mail as well. We've got a gift here. The gift comes from the hands of a child, which we had the child. We did also see similarities to my last upload. Check that reading out. I think it was the Divine Spread. We see similarities there. We've got courthouse. Courthouse can speak to separation, paperwork, some sort of battle pertaining to a child. One lady quoted the other day that, oh, it's always about divorce and it's never a new love. And okay, I get your drift, but when the courthouse comes out, it does speak to legalities. There is something going on legally here. Contracts, signatures, anything like that. This does speak to legalities, possible separation or any legal stuff going on pertaining to a child. There's the adjudication, you see. So those that don't agree with my readings, they don't have to watch the readings. It's as simple as that. There are many tarot readers out there, and you can visit their other channels and get a different perspective. Get a reading that will tell you, oh, for sure this will happen. Look, we've got the flowers here. So this does speak to flirtation, like newness. We've got new love here. So this is either a new cycle or a new love, a new possible love that was, maybe it's an old love that's never taken off because of other obligations. Maybe the timing wasn't right. It's like needing to make a decision here, right? It's like facing the music. A gift may be turned into something very negative. A renowned gift pertaining to the past and connected to a child possibly turned quite sour. Or put someone in a position where they had to make a choice. Obviously, there have been a lack of balance, because this is Libra energy, a lack of equilibrium. If you know, you've been dealing with someone that was in another partnership, or you could be in another marriage and you've connected to your twin flame, someone that you are hoping to manifest in your life. There's the child again. I mean, what can we say here? What can we say? There are new beginnings. There are fresh energies coming in here, my dear friends. There's happiness here. It's pertaining to the main female. Now, if you're a female, this would be you. If you're a divine masculine, then this is the person you're thinking of. This could also be the main female, could be someone that's very, that wants to have fun, someone that's very innocent, someone that is very true. What you see is what you get. They're very playful, they're very innocent, they're very trusting, possibly. 2 cards want to come out. And we've got concerns and the official person, which could be like the King of Swords, very similar to the King of Swords, or this is an air sign, or this is again a 22. Someone is concerned about making an official decision. It could speak to hesitation pertaining to divorce, legalities, separation, receiving advice. There will be opportunities, but there will be hesitation. Something needs to become official. Is that an official divorce connected to this main female, who could also be a mother? This could also be, I mean, we've got 2 feminine here and a masculine. Here we've got 2 masculine and a feminine. So it could play out like that as well, where we've got the divine feminine that's got 2 people that she's dealing with. One that's older, more mature, and the other one that's younger, let's say, not as mature, but in a position of power, or someone that does not show their emotions, right? This is someone who wears a uniform. This is someone that, where their emotions are concerned, they're very detached. They don't trust, they don't open up their heart easily. And we've got a mature man here. We've got a mature woman, we've got a mature man, which is a number 5. Earth comes up for me, Taurus, Capricorn, could be Virgo, let's say. I do see it as Earth. He seems very calm, cool, and collected, let's say. Or this is someone who's at a mature age. It shows so many books here. So someone that's just very closed up, like a closed book. I do see him as the Emperor many times, but someone that's very knowledgeable, or someone that's just a closed book. And we also see the World card here. So again, Sagittarius, I suppose, could come up here. And there's some sort of an ending here. 5 is the Hierophant, which can speak to a possible marriage. We've got the Lovers. You see that someone is making a decision, putting an end to a particular relationship, making a decision, an official decision to shed any karmic weight that they've been carrying. Right? Because Scorpio, we've got Scorpio energies here as well. So could be a water sign as well that we're talking about. Scorpio, Taurus. I get Leo comes up as well, and Capricorn, because of the numbers here, right? Remember, 5s are all about, 5 is, it's the North Node in Taurus. So looking at our values, I don't know if this is, this mature man is obviously needing to make an official decision. Could be someone that wears a uniform. Yes, there are many concerns relative to a divine feminine, but also a child or a possible new cycle, and legalities. Let's see emotionally. Let's see with the Mystic Moon Oracle for a minute before I take another layer here. We've got pride and ego. So someone, this could either speak to a spiritual connection or someone that's very prideful here. Yes, this could be a competitive situation where there's 2 masculine competing for the heart of a divine feminine. Now, it's also a card of abundance and luck. We've got unawakened. we've got healing. Someone who is spiritually, I should say, going through a dark moment. They're needing to go through some sort of an awakening. I don't know if it's a divine masculine or if it's a divine feminine. Usually the pride and ego comes from, it's a male peacock. So it's more so that the masculine is more so unawakened, but they could be going through some sort of an awakening. There are the crossroads. So I do feel that it's more so the divine masculine that needs to make an official decision to move forward. They may be also receiving signs and synchronicities, but not believing, not totally awake to those synchronicities and messages that Spirit brings to them. We see all this grey, right, in the crossroads. We see all this grey, which speaks to, it doesn't speak to happiness. Unless you're dealing with someone that lives in a very, we see a lot of fog, that they're very unclear about what's going on, There are things that are unknown. Their mind is just very clogged up and fogged up, and they don't know what to do. They're hoping for clarity. Or this could be like a humbling energy where someone is like, they're going to have a very rude awakening. Because their head has been up in the clouds, right? So it's a bit of a humbling energy I get here. But we've got the mask here as well. And I suppose with the crossroads and the mask, this could be finding out, as the season of Pisces ends, finding out that there is a decision. Someone's making a decision. Even though there's a dilemma, someone is hoping to clear the confusion here. Saturn will do that in Pisces. Especially with the sun ingressing into Aries, we will have clarity. Let's take one more. And there hasn't been communication about the fact that someone's at a crossroads here. So it's either you at a crossroad or your person, but the other person doesn't know about it. Both people possibly are wearing masks. And there's the metamorphosis, which does speak to change, right? There is a death going on here and change. What's at the bottom? And we've got cycles. It looks like a cycle is ending, coming to a close. A possible karmic cycle that one has been through again and again, possibly. What's beneath the cycles? The recognition. It's like there has been recognition, but there's been no communication. This is wanting to close up a major karmic cycle. It's like completing, like the World card, very similar to that. There is admiration, but someone is going, see the butterflies here? Someone is going through metamorphosis and they're not talking about it. This is like a meeting for me. It's like there'll be an end to the silence and the communication, the coming together and communicating, because the path and the crossroads can also speak to taking a trip, either connecting physically or through social media. This is very Saturnian indeed, but to me it speaks to a closing of a major cycle. Let's take another layer here. Remember that the general energy is the child, so we'll put it down there. Let's see why we've got the Tower. And what I notice here is that the female, the divine feminine here, it's like she's turned her back to this masculine. Why do we have the Tower here? Two Saturnian cards. In the now, we are ending successfully. Those blockages will be coming to an end. We'll successfully be closing up a cycle. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. We've got a lot of the fixed energies here. Why is the Bear in the Challenge? Some of you are mothers. We've got the Divine Feminine in the challenge position. Maybe it's that this Divine Feminine needs to take a position of power, and she's not used to that unless she was challenged by someone that was trumping her, someone that was above her ego, someone that was quite egotistical, like unless this is like that there's competitive energies here, because the Divine Feminine could also be in a position of power. Or let's say a handicap could be motherhood for this Divine Feminine. Or it is a mother that is possibly the challenge here. Now, what was I going to say? If you are a Divine Feminine, this could be your energy as well, where you hold the responsibilities, where your home is concerned and your children. Let's take some other cards. Why do we have the Fox in the crowning position? My goodness, there is deception. There are third parties here. The Snake speaks to that. A secretive, passionate relationship, not on the up and up. There's a secret yearning for a sexual connection here as well. This is a love affair. This is a love affair. Maybe there has been an ending. You know, this speaks to, the Snake speaks to the forbidden fruit, deception. Let's take one more on the Snake and the Fox. There is the, oh my goodness, this path just keeps showing up. Number 22. Number 22, maybe pay attention to the 22nd of March. The day before Pluto changes and ingresses into Aquarius. Choices to make, to be smart or to not to fall in, or maybe someone's fallen into a trap here and are the third parties, even though they, maybe this is quite intelligent that's fallen into a trap. Let's see why we've got the Heart in the foundation. Yeah, this is a spiritual connection. We've got the Lily here, and the Lily also speaks to, it's Chiron in Virgo. It can speak to solitude. Maybe it speaks to the time of winter, but this is also a very sexual connection, but also it does speak to ethics and to a divine union, a pure union, which I feel, because we've got the Snake and we've got the Fox here, that the challenges here was two sides of a coin. So on one hand, this is heart and pure love, right? But this is maybe having taken a risk, fallen head over heels for someone that was not ready, right? That was in another connection. One person, as I said, was quite loyal. The other was more about the Fox. But I feel that the Fox fell into a trap, and now the tables have turned, where they've understood, they're going through an awakening. They're at a crossroads, looking at who they're going to be loyal towards, because there is a foundation here of friendship, I feel here. maybe this relationship was very much about virtues in the distant past, but now very difficult in the now position with the mountain here. Why is the house here? And we've got the book. So a lot of secrecy around someone's home, a marriage, someone not being open about what's going on in their home. Let's see. I want to see now the child. Why do we have the general energy as the child? And we've got the tree. The tree does speak to family, but also a spiritual connection, something that started a long time ago, possibly from a past lifetime as well. Now the tree speaks to Saturn in Capricorn. So it speaks to a past connection, someone going through personal growth or growing spiritually. It also speaks to getting grounded, and possibly also a strong investment within or pertaining to a child. It's like protecting the future of a child. It's like everything connected to this child. It's like the whole family backs up, or there's a strong protection towards this new beginning or to a particular child. Why do we have the dog here in the near future? We've got the stars. So this speaks to being loyal to a wish fulfillment. This is progression towards goals. Or this could speak to communication, starting off as a friendship, again, I'm going to say. So finding an intelligent way to return through social media, right? The stars are progression towards someone's goals, what they desire. Why do we have the anchor here? We've got a new cycle that begins. And we've got the storks. This is like someone preparing a new home, building on a new foundation. Remember, the storks also bring the child. So someone needed to be humbled, grounded before, and sort of, how can I say it? You can drop anchor, but then you can pick up and go, which means endings and new beginnings. We do have the storks here, which speaks to Mercury in Gemini. There's change here. There's movement. Possibly coming back to a cycle that you've revisited. But this is possibly a new cycle because we've got the new love card there. Why do we have the... wow. The clover. And I'm just thinking of looking at my timer here. That's why I wasn't talking. We've got the whip here. So your person is at a difficult position here. There's conflict. There's conflict. There's legalities. There will be a window of opportunity, and this will come very suddenly. Very suddenly, but it won't be easy. If this speaks to trying to find your justice, it's like both parties needing to do the work. Both parties, if there will be communication here between you and this person, talk can be of separation, divorce, hardships, but also pertaining to the past. Just take a step back because this is a very angry card, right? The whip. It speaks to conflict. Let me just restart. This can speak to internal conflict or just a bit of, harsh energies where the past is concerned as well. Because you could be in debate with your person. So in a form of opposition, They say one thing, you say another thing, yada, yada, yada. Let's take one more. But we've got the sun which comes through, and the sun does speak to clarity, healing, confidence, happiness, reconciliation, possibly. But the sun, remember, can also speak to ego. The sun does speak to the heart as well. Confidence. Let's take the clouds, because the clouds, remember, it's all about confusion, deception, unknown matters. The sun will clear the clouds. The Aries season, I would say. Possibly also on the full moon because there will be a full moon in Libra, my darlings, which will take place on the 6th of April. Pay attention. Okay, the scythe, which speaks to an ending, can clear the clouds, right? The scythe, again, can speak to an ending. It's Scorpio. It's anything to do with legalities, endings. Something needs to be cut out to reap the rewards. We've got the harvest here, the wheat. So someone is ending something that was very unclear. Remember, South Node in Scorpio. There's a metamorphosis going on, and it's costing someone also. If this is a divorce, it's costing them financially. Let's take one more. And this is happening to the divine masculine, and they are coming in the reading here. They may be hoping to have clarity as well on you and what's going on with you, if possibly you're going through a divorce settlement here. We do see the divine masculine in the hopes and fears position, but they're in the reading. Let's see, and they're very close to the outcome here. Let's see what the bouquet speaks to, the flowers. There's the ship again. This is a possible movement, transition towards happiness, a meeting possibly as well, but after a metamorphosis and an ending and a clearing of the energies. And there is the letter, which speaks to communication, possible divorce papers, something is official. This does speak to communication. There will be communication pertaining to someone wanting to travel, meet up, trust, hold on to the faith. The next 2-3 weeks logically should be quite heavy. 2-3 weeks. Someone is still dealing with their duties, their convictions. We need to hold on to our principles, do the right thing. Dear friends, not cut the corners, right? There's no happiness right now. It's all about holding on to faith, and someone even trying to hold on to what's going on in their social life. Maybe they're trying to sort of keep it on the hush, not being very open, and this could be a heavy burden. Yeah. Someone is hoping for happiness and pertaining to coming closer to a spiritually inclined connection. I want to see what this masculine figure here speaks to. The dark male. Dark-skinned male, dark hair, dark eyes, of any age. This man is significant in your reading, or this is you. I want to take a few Sibilas on the characters here. Maybe this will give you a little bit more understanding of who this is. I did get a sneak peek at the Ace of Cups, the meeting, the table. Let's look at this dark male. Oh my God. It's the same card. Oh my God. Yeah, see, I should have opened that card. I should have taken that card. This speaks to pleasant conversations around a table for this divine masculine, this dark male, or someone that's darker than your race. Who knows? But we've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is like on the money card as well. The thief, the ladro. The ladro is usually the outsider, or, I mean, it's like negative energy, possibly with this dark male. When there was good times, things have changed. Things have changed. Maybe because there's a third party here. Or this dark male is suffering financial loss, or their luck has changed. Because we've got the omaggio de preziosi, maybe their luck has changed. They've come to an ending. We've got it's like two tens here. because there's going to be a happy meeting, possibly with someone else I get here. Remember the broken heart and the short term. I mean, we've got 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups here. So, 10 of Pentacles, usually 10s are endings, right? And the 8 of Pentacles is all about putting in the effort to get to those precious gifts. But there's a negative connotation to this. Let's look at the Divine Feminine, the blonde female here. We've got the Gran Signore. We've got the Disgrazia. And we've got the Dispiacere. So where there was possible generosity with a Gran Signore, a king, let's say, for this fair female or redhead female, maybe because of ego, there was something that the 7 of Swords is like the Tower, but it's also someone who was sneaky. So maybe this blonde female found something out pertaining to lies or information withheld or having been deceived from this Gran Signore, this king. Or maybe a breakup because of a Tower moment, right? We do see the Dispiacere as tears. These could be tears of joy or tears of sadness. For many, it will be tears of sadness because the 7 of Swords shows the Tower. Now, for a few of you, this could be tears of joy because there will be a lot of clarity pertaining to what's going on with this king. The Gran Signore, who's usually quite cocky, right? Is the VIP. He's someone who comes from an affluent background, right? Let's look at the mature woman. We have the stanza, Ace of Pentacles. It's like news coming in pertaining to things that were hidden. There's a sexual connotation to this card as well. We've got the 5 of Cups, which is like a sort of mourning pertaining to the past, but the Allegrezza al Cuore is like someone who, it could be a female that was dealing with too masculine. A secret love affair that's gone sour, a sexual connection, but also a possible promise that there will be loss, a sense of emotional loss, but that's not, 5 of Cups is the 2 of Cups are still standing. And there's the Prigione, 9 of Swords, lots of worry pertaining to, getting older. The Prigione is very Saturnian, or not being able to detach from an obligation, from a marriage, an unhealthy, unhappy other marriage. She's been humbled, all right, but she's promised with the Ace of Wands and a commitment with the Hymeneo. So the Hymeneo is like the Ace of Wands, right? It's also, as you could see here, it's a contract, right? It's an offer. It's let's move in together. She's got 2 aces on her. The Ace of Pentacles, which could be a seed that's been planted from the past. Now there's more about, and that, of course, Pentacles are slow in time. But here we've got the Ace of Wands. It's like both people desiring to connect. Now this is a spiritual connection, but in the 3D, there's been a lot of challenges here. A lot of challenges where blockages pertaining to her fun times, her happiness is concerned. right? So she starts off with an ace and finishes with an ace. So she does have new beginnings. We've also got another ace here on the blonde female. I don't know how this would speak to you, but that's what I see with those cards. I hope that they resonate. I do hope that they resonate. What's at the bottom here? We've got the lettera, some sort of a news or a contract, or things are up in the air. It's the Two of Pentacles, someone needing to make a decision, trying to decide if they're going to send, I don't know, these could be divorce papers, these could be messages, right? What's beneath that? We've got the Six of Swords, the sospiri. She's waiting at the dock. The woman is waiting at the dock, sighing and hoping for news to come in, or her ships. She's tormented, waiting on her ships to come in. But there will be a message. It speaks to calls, SMS, emails, whatever this is. Let's take the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. Let's take the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. Find balance, Two of Pentacles, things being up in the air, someone having hedged their bets, dealing with two different people, needing to decide. We've got sadness and isolation, where there's been third-party situations, someone gets their heart broken. Three of Swords is here. So someone is in sadness and feeling very isolated. But we've got the Three with the Empress here. Now, if a third party was a mother, looks like she's going to have her heart broken, because I feel that with the Empress, which promises love, right? It does promise love. It promises abundance, the Empress. But obviously it speaks to, yes, that seed has been planted. It's a time of abundance. It's a time of something growing, right? Creating something, creating happiness and abundance and all that. So where there's been disappointment and heartbreak because of third parties, let's say, possibility now speaks to patience that, yes, love is coming in. You will be taking the harvest. Remember, she's a 3, which is the initial point of success. We've got a lesson, teach, and the Hierophant. Very strong Taurus energies with both cards, and Libra. We've got embrace with the World card, which is a card of success and completion. Ending a marriage, succeeding in connecting or feeling as though you've been married and that there's great love here, a lot of nurturing, for some of you could be mother-child energies where someone plays the role of the feminine that gives, and the other person receiving or swapping roles. But I see with the Empress, there's great promise here. 1, 2, 3 major arcana cards. We've got Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. I'm going to say Capricorn as well as Libra. And we've got detach, here it is. We've got another major arcana. We've got justice here, number 11. Someone is heading towards their freedom, right? They're embracing their freedom. They know that they hold the power. They've gone through a lot. Yeah. Libra, I did speak of the full moon in Libra. Obviously, we're going to have 2 new moons in Aries too. Moving forward, my dear friends. One is going to be a new moon, just a normal new moon in Aries, and then the second new moon will be an eclipse. So we're coming up to eclipse times. 9 of Pentacles, well-deserved reward. Someone feeling as though they're standing on top of the world. They've put in the effort, they've put in the work. This is someone who is single, right? And we did have a full moon in Virgo just recently. 2 9, so we're almost at a completion point. Believe and succeed. 6 of Wands. This is like an ascension or an ascension period that you're going through, but with lots of challenges. Someone needing to know their worth. Healing begins. 6 of Swords, 6 of Wands. Transitioning towards, if you believe you succeed, you need to detach and you need to know that you are capable. You can do this. Someone feels quite free here. I do see a sense of, even though there's fears, there's a sense of freedom here and feeling detached, well-deserved reward, which is the 9 of Pentacles, and it speaks to stability. It speaks to knowing that possibly you could stand on your own. 9 of Wands, right? Okay. I am going to take 3 cards from here, my dear friends, and then I will take my handwritten love messages for you. Now, they are in the reverse. I'm going to read them in the upright. Thank you, Spirit. What's going on in this divine connection? Let's take one more card. What is going on in this divine union? Okay, thank you, Spirit. We have the cat. Some of you are mothers. I mean, this speaks to nurturing your cubs, your babies, your kittens. You know what I mean? But it also says that someone's been through a lot. More so, this is like the Hanging Man. More so, the sacrifices, your sacrifices will pay off. And that you're still capable. And that you're ending a major cycle and you need to surrender. Right? You've done the work. Oh my God. This could also possibly speak to someone having sacrificed in their life for another, for a marriage. They've been very loyal, but this is the Fool card, which is a brand new beginning, a brand new cycle, the Aries season. This is like the Hierophant. So we've got the Hanging Man, the Hierophant, and the Fool. In actual fact, 3 major arcana cards, but this is whoever's sacrificed. They've worked hard, they're releasing karma ahead of them because they're letting go of an unhealthy, deceptive, possible other marriage or long-term relationship. What is promised here is another union, right? Following the North Node, Taurus. You know now you know your self-worth. Hasn't been easy. It's taken forever. This is what is promised. Taurus is Venus. Another union, another cycle, a new love opens up. And this comes in because you were loyal, because you were faithful, because, look, you've completed a cycle, number 21, which is the World card. Some of you, yes, may have a strong friendship. And, you know, we've got the dog and the cat. They can fight like cat and dog, but at the end of the day, there's loyalty here. So this says to me that you've come from 2 totally very different worlds. Right? But there's a new cycle. Someone is willing to take a leap of faith. And remember that the dog protects the home. There is protection here. There's a relationship here that someone is loyal to and will protect. At the bottom here, we've got the clouds are clearing. Very Neptunian energy. It's the 7 of Cups. Many doors open. A lot of the lack of clarity will be cleared. It is in the upright, which I love to see. You see that there are dark clouds here, but towards the future, the clouds clear. And so does the stress and the worry. We've got a 20. 20 is like Judgment card. There's a dilemma here, surely, my dear friends. And 20 is also like a rebirth, right? Wow. Okay. So Pisces comes up a lot as well. Remember that you can ask, you can comment beneath this video with a yes please. I will get to you as soon as I can. Don't expect me to answer you in the next 2 days. But I will. I will. So, what's going on? I feel like a fool for leaving you. 3 of Wands. I have never loved like this before. 6 of Wands. Now, if you're receiving these same messages personally, then there's something very important in this reading for you. It's done. They cheated, door closed, feeling blue. What I see here is that there's been a breakup. There's been ego as well. There's been a breakup, and then someone realized that they've never loved like this before. But there's been another breakup because there's been cheating, there's been third parties. I need time to process, to think. Please be patient with me. 7 of Pentacles. Someone needs time. I want you with me. I want you to be mine. I can't live without you. 4 of Wands. We've got a lot of fire here. We're coming into the Aries season, remember. The physical distance between us is so great. I need to decide if I can do this. Time will tell. Someone's at a dilemma, you see. 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands. My wish is for us to be together forever. What a card. This speaks to reconciliation, and that's what someone wants here. But there are third parties. I want to marry you. I want to share my life with you. 10 of Pentacles. Someone does want long term. 10 of Pentacles. 10s are endings, remember. There's an ending and there's a restart here, possibly. But also someone may have ended with an air sign and wanting to marry an earth sign. 5 of Swords. I do apologize, but I'm married. I know I lied, but now you know. Hello. Hello there. Last card. Oh my God. I hate you. We've got a hate card and a love card. I love you and I hate you. Remember that hate and love are very close together. And it just seems like someone has gotten to the point of hating. That's how they feel. They're the emotions. They're dark emotions that come through after hurt and pain. Right? No one knows me better than you. 6 of Cups. All right, everyone. If you receive any of these messages, oh my God, okay. We've got the lucky clovers here. It's like a path opening to something stable and long term. Maybe that was in the past, I would say, but then the clouds came in and clarity needs to happen here. All right, so what do we see? What do we see as the outcome? You will have to re-listen. Remember, the general energy is there's karma and there's dharma, right? This is good and this is bad. Jupiter can speak to separation, but it can also speak to abundance, coming together. Right? Freedom, Jupiter, truth, different beliefs, knowledge, philosophy, having gotten to the age of philosophy, having grown. The wheel turns up and then it turns down. Now, from May, I'm going to say May 15th, 16th, when Jupiter will enter Taurus, this will be very good for our personal lives, but where the collective is concerned, it's not, because Jupiter can he can expand on the difficulties, the financial difficulties that the world is in right now. So anyway, Thank you so much, everyone, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. As I said, yes, please, in the comment section beneath this video. Now, for anyone who is interested in a reading such as this, write to me, divinedebut11@gmail.com. Okay, this is a twin flame reading, so it goes for about 90 minutes. I do offer a 75-minute and a 90-minute twin flame reading. If you like this set out, you like the way it's been done today, you can always ask for something similar to today's reading. I also have my website, the address to my website beneath this video, so you can check out the twin flame tarot readings, right? They're under tarot readings and services. All right, my darlings, what can I say? Not everyone will be happy with the outcome. Not everyone has found their twin flame yet. The potential is here, though, in the future, as you could see, because the ship is sailing, right? The ship is sailing. There is a transition. Something will become official, but there are concerns about long-term relationships, commitments, and marriages. Remember, we're reading for the collective. This is not a personal reading. Take what resonates with you and leave what does not. All right. My love and to all of you, and make sure that you are looking after yourself, taking care of yourself. If you're going to leave the door open and wait for them, don't wait forever and don't put your life on hold. Okay? Leave the door open, but continue your life, because many times to overcome a past love, you need to meet a new love. Okay? Someone who's going to honor you, love you the way you love them. So trust your intuition. I can't tell you what to do. Right? Trust your intuition. Listen to that. And I will leave you with this. My love to all of you. Namaste, everyone. Thank you again. Ta-da.